Hi everyone, this is a video in response to a lot of requests on how to do a workaround and figure out breakout rooms until Google updates their features and we get some breakout rooms, hopefully coming in October sometime. So this is a video to teach you how to do some workarounds with that so that you can have a place to go for kids to go to do work or to have a place for kids to go to do some discussion and some talking. So the first thing you're going to do is you'll open the link that I have sent you to this template, breakout room template. You will click File, make a copy. You can either choose a specific slide you want to copy or the entire presentation. I'm going to click entire presentation. You will name it what you want to name it, and you will organize it here and put it where you want it to be, and then you'll hit OK. And that will give you a copy. Go ahead and do that and push pause on this video and then come back when you're ready. Okay, welcome back. So this particular slide, the first one, is set up for workroom. So you've done some teaching, and now you want kids to be doing some work on their own, or finishing up a task. I have set up workrooms for kids to go so that you know what the kids are doing and what kind of help the kids need or not need. So this room is the teacher help room. This room is set up to be an open group room, and basically the open group room means that I'll go here and I don't mind talking having my mic turned on, having my camera turned on, and talking to people about what we're working on. This is the chat box room, which may mean I'll have my mic off and my camera off, but I don't mind asking questions and doing some discussion in the chat box. And this one is set up so that it's the quiet room, which basically means I really just would like to work alone and without interruption. So you kids can choose, which room they're going to head to do some work, and they would click on the door, which is hooked to a Google Meet link, which we'll talk about in a second, and head there. So I just want to show you that all of the things on this Google slide are editable. So if you don't like the title, you could click this box and change the title. If you want to, of course, get rid of my Bitmoji, you could just click it and hit backspace and that would go away. You can click in this box and do any kind of text that you want here, any kind of explanation. So why don't you push pause and set your doors up in the way that you want it as far as titles and directions go. And when you come back, I will show you how to add a link to each door. Welcome back. So there are two ways that you can have the doors head to a Google Meet. In this slide, I have used a calendar link. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you go to calendar.google.com, your calendar should come up if you are logged into your Chrome account. And you can see that I have set up a tab for each door. So there's the teacher door, here's the quiet room, the open door, and the chat box door. If you don't know how to add one of these tabs, all you do is you just click in the square on where you want it to start. You put in a title, and that title should come into your calendar. Then once you have that title, you can edit for options. So if you edit it, you can make sure that it says all day, or you can put in specific time. So if you wanted to do 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., that's when the link would be live. And then here, typically when you go into edit, it says does not repeat. I like to do Monday through Friday. So I would come here to custom and I would click on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have it on it never ends, but it certainly could end, You know what I mean? You could do it by month while we're waiting for Google features to have breakouts. That's totally up to you, and you would do that here. And then you would be sure that you clicked this box here, which says set up a Google Meet. Mine's already set up. And then once you have it, if you click on the gray underneath, that meeting link will pop up. I click and I copy it. So I'm just highlighting and then hitting Control C. I'm going to go back to my doors. This was my chat box door, and that was the chat box calendar that I was just on. I'm going to make sure that the door is highlighted. Notice I've got that door highlighted, and then I'm going to do Insert, Link. A window will pop up. It already has my link in it, but I'm going to do it again for you. I would hit Control V, and that link would pop in, and you would say apply. So I'm going to say that one more time. If you want to add a link to each door, a different link for each door so that the kids can go to separate meeting rooms depending on the kind of worker they are, you would go to your calendar at calendar.google.com. You would make sure that you had you made a door link on your calendar just by clicking in the box and giving it a title, and then saving that, editing it by going to the pencil, giving it a time. Sorry, I'm frozen here. Giving it a time, so 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Being sure that you repeat it Monday through Friday. Adding a Google Meet conference. Clicking on the gray underneath. Highlighting that Meet link. Control C will copy it. Going back to the door, making sure that the door is highlighted. Click Insert and Link. Then Control V. Apply that. And then you do that for each door, and each door will have a different Meet link that the students can enter. Why don't you go ahead and push pause and add your calendar links if that's the way you're going to do it. And I am going to show you a different way, and come back when you're ready. Okay, so on this slide, I have made doors so that they are discussion rooms. This could be for partnerships or small group chat. And you'll notice that it looks a little different. So I've got the white boxes down here that you can edit and add students' names. So if your discussion group 1 in your block 1 is Tom, Sam, Betty, and Tatiana, it would go in this box here. Your discussion group 2 for block 1, their names would go here, etc. You'll notice that I have come up with a little short way of saying this is discussion group 1 in my block 1 class. This is discussion group 2 in my block 1 class. This is discussion group 3 in my block 1 class. This is discussion group 4 in my block 1 class. So instead of doing a calendar link, another way to have a running Google Meet that can be individualized is to just do a nickname. So if I was going to do a nickname, I would go to meet.google.com, and I would, slow guys, sorry. I would go to the site, and I would click here and say join a meeting. And then if you remember correctly, back here, the nickname for my first discussion group is DG1 Block 1. So I would type that in, DG1 Block 1, and then I would continue. And it's slow, guys, sorry. Just waiting. Okay. Once I continue, that will take me to a meet. I always join it just to make sure it's good. And seems like it's working. So I'm going to give. So once again, once you have your nicknames in the over each door, you would go to meet.google.com. You would click join a meeting. You would type in that nickname and click continue. Which would take you to the meet. I always join the meet just to make sure it's working. And once that meet turns on, you're all set to make and for kids to be able to log in at meet.google.com using this nickname or this nickname, every nickname that you put in as a meeting nickname. So getting ready for class could be that they come in, they open up their computers, they go to meet.google.com, they put in their discussion nickname, discussion group nickname so that it's ready. They turn off their mic, they turn off their cameras. And when you say, okay, guys, go discuss this idea, they can just go right to that meet. They can turn on their cameras, they can turn on their mics, and they can start to talk. So that's the end of setting up the slides. Your breakout discussion group slides. There is another video in this series. It is called navigating and monitoring your breakout rooms. And that will show you some Google extensions that you can download so that you are able to watch all of the kids in each group, to see all the kids. And you are also able to do some muting of them so that you don't have all of that conversation going on while you're trying to work with the student. So I'll show you that in the next video. That once again, that video is entitled Navigating and Monitoring Breakout Rooms using the slides that you created here. So if you have any questions, you can always email me, lfisher@gfsd.org. Thanks.